Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking about part 3 of grocery gathering. And in this part, I'm going to be talking about shortages and what your options are. Now, you say shortages. Well, you go to the store and there aren't many eggs on the shelf or in the cooler. The pasta is low. The flour is gone. So there could be shortages on a lot of different things. Well, you have some options. If you go to the regular grocery store, instead of going there, try a feed store. I know that sounds crazy and it sounds strange, but a lot of feed stores will have farm fresh eggs that the local farmers who have chickens raise, and they sell them at the feed store. So they'll put them up there and they're usually a little bit cheaper and they're fresh every day. Now, you may want to call ahead, and if you need quite a few dozens of eggs, you may want to let them know, oh, I'm looking for 6 dozen eggs. Well, the person who raises those chickens might say, okay, I've got an order for 6 dozen eggs. And they go out and they pick their 6 dozen eggs up that morning or the day before and bring them into the feed store. They probably will not be refrigerated. They'll be on the counter or they'll be behind the counter. But those are definitely farm fresh eggs. Let's talk about other options. You can't find the pasta that you want. Well, you may have to change the shape of pasta that you get. You may have to change the brand of pasta that you're buying. You also may learn how to make your own pasta. It's simple ingredients. It takes a little bit of time, but you can also add different things to your pasta. Let's say you want to add ground spinach, or you want to add ground pureed squash. Whatever you would like to add, you can put in there. Tomatoes, herbs. And then that way you have fresh pasta, and you probably could dry that and store it. Now, look up how to store fresh pasta after you've dehydrated it, because it depends on the ingredients that you put in the pasta, how long it will stay in a mason jar or mylar bag. Other shortages. Excuse me. Let's say there are shortages on feminine products, and they don't have your brand or your type, so you may need to look at other options. A different brand, a different type. I know that on different websites they have reusable, organic, feminine products, and they can be washed and sanitized and used again. So let's keep going into the issue of toilet paper, because we know there has been shortages on toilet paper before. A lot of people have decided that they're going to be using reusable personal cloths. Same type of thing. You can make these, you can buy these. They can be washed and sanitized and reused. Obviously, you don't flush them down the toilet or down the toilet to the septic system. You would have a small container near the area, put all of them in there. When you wish, if it's once a day or whenever your schedule is, you would take them, wash them, sanitize them, and put them in a basket close to that area so you can reuse them again. Some people don't like that option at all. So another option might be you're going to use baby wipes. Now, you can't flush baby wipes. Every plumber that you know will tell you don't flush baby wipes, and don't flush the wipes that say they're flushable. You can flush anything, but it's not good for your septic system, whether it's city sewer or it's a septic system. Some other shortages you might find on sugar, white sugar, pure cane sugar. There may not be any pure cane sugar on the shelf. Well, what could be a substitute? You could have honey. If you know a beekeeper, or if you can buy it in the store, you can have pure honey without any sugar added or corn syrup. You could add an alternative sweetener like stevia. I actually have stevia plants growing in my herb garden. So I can take that, pick it, dry it, crush it, and it's not white, it's green. So I can use that as a sweetener if I wanted to. It's not super sweet, but it's sweet enough to give a different flavor. You could use molasses, brown sugar. You can also pick up some agave. It's another type of syrup. Maple syrup is another option. So, if you go to the grocery store and there are shortages, have in your mind and on your list what other options would you like to see if they have, so you don't come home empty handed. But this also gives you a chance to try new things and let your family try new things, and you might like those options a whole lot better. The price obviously is a factor. So, find out what is the best price for your family for the option that you want to have, and put it on a list and maybe stockpile it a few at a time. So if it runs out of sugar at the store, you have honey, and honey will last indefinitely. They've actually found it in tombs in Egypt. It's dried, it's crystallized, but it's honey. I have honey in mason jars, and yes, a lot of it is crystallized. It's been there for 10 plus years, but all I need to do is put that jar in some warm water, a pan of warm water, and let it melt again, and it's fine. So, again, on this grocery gathering, part 3, we've talked about shortages and different options you can have just in case you can't find everything you need or want in the shape that you like. If you've learned a couple of tips or tricks, please give me a thumbs up. I enjoy you stopping by, watching my videos, and putting comments below. And in the comments below, let me know how you're handling shortages and what options that you've found that work for you and your family. I'll definitely see you on the next video.